Although, so they have the Lara Croft event going on now, and one of the things you could do is the Temple Guardians. I was testing this out on like a second account I have. Like the first two rounds are actually really easy. Like pretty much any team will do, like least competently built team. But pretty much like the core of like most builds, you're gonna probably want Isaac, um, Aiden, um, Iris, and of course you have to have Lara here. But for the first couple rounds, this line right here will probably get you through for first 130 and 140. On 150, that is a different story entirely. It's part of how I end up with this line at 150. Like, so this is not like set on my other account. This is like I have another account on like server 50, which I do for like testing and stuff. That's not a serious account. But I got it to like 150 on that one. It's like, so here's the issue is like Alvanor will shut you out. Like he will shut you out because Isaac is good versus like the rest of the team but cannot damage Alvanor, which is really annoying. Like Alvin, like I said, this hero selection they give you is garbage. Like they give you the worst hero selection ever, and they expect you to win like without like. Well, I said they want you to buy the justice buffs, like, and it's if you wanna, you can power through pretty much anything if you're willing to spend the resources to buy the buffs. But this is kind of like the line I was using. But the problem is you'll get to Alvanor and then you won't be able to get the job done. Right, said like 130, 140 we can power through it. Like this, boom. And my instinct against like Alvanor is usually Celeste, but I could not, despite my best efforts, I have not been able to get Celeste to work at 150. So that's easy stuff. That's the easy stuff. But you know, this is where it gets hard. And on this one, like you probably have to try to power through with like an Albus or something. But I don't think you can actually tank very well without Axel here. See, because you'll just die. Like I said, I don't think Isaac and I don't think Isaac has it in him to tank. Actually, but another thing we could do though, we can try the. See, this is so what we want to do though, we want to try the Mara patron on Lara here because this will let her stuns last a lot longer. Yeah, no, we don't have any of the good pure damage heroes. We don't have any of the. We just have Iris, but we don't have like I said, we end up going overrun without Axel. But if you use Axel, like I said, you can use Axel and literally just power through this with like this. But then you time out to Alvanor. Like this is the issue I've been running into. Alright, and then Iris died, so we need to reset that. It's not gonna be a win. No way, no how. Like, let's get a good one run, though. If we can get a good run, they'll all survive, and then it'll just be Alvanor versus my team. Yeah, I think what buffs Lara puts up matters a lot too. You have to get the best order of the buffs. Because which order, like I said... Oh, Lara died. Lara dies. Like, and if you get those crit buffs, you need the... Get the good crits and whatnot. There's a lot of randomness with Lara. Oop, look at that. We just got wrecked there. Come on. Alright, let's look at this. We're starting to get a good one here. Okay, we can just... If we can somehow power through Alvanor. Yeah, no, this is kind of the issue we have. Like, Alvanor is really annoying when you don't have access to good heroes. And I kind of think you have to find an Albus lane that works. Alright, we got Ziri down, but we're gonna time out to Alvanor. Probably. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. This is the issue we have. I've run into... And we just time out. Like, I kind of think we might need Albus here, but I don't know how you keep this team alive without Axel. Like... You know, and that's kind of like the issue. I mean, well, you could always buy your workshop buffs, which I think is kind of the intent. But some people say it's possible at 150 without buffs, so I want to keep trying. So eventually I end up trying this team with Corvus instead of Martha, and this one ends up surviving reasonably well. I can get some deep runs with it. Like I said, I end up using Biscuit on Iris. Like, I tried Albus, but I actually realized that Biscuit on Iris actually seems to help more because it kind of slows down Alvanor's self-healing. Albus, in theory, has a higher potential for pure damage, but because of the way her ult works, a lot of times it'll time out before you can actually do that maximum damage, so Biscuit is actually proving to be a bit more useful to me. I've definitely did a lot of runs trying both. Like, I've literally spent hours messing with this one. But I got so close with Corvus, but I couldn't just not quite get over the hump. I got so close killing Alvanor several times. Couldn't get it done with Corvus. And like I said, you can see it right here. It's like we said, pretty much the whole enemy team's dead except Alvanor. Alvanor is like less than half life. We have 2.5 minutes. You think it's gonna go down. And I had so many battles that went just like this. And just so close, but I could not quite get over the hump. It was just really frustrating. Like I said, I'm spending like literally hours on this, but eventually I moved on from Corvus and tried a couple different lanes. Some people in my guild suggested using Andvari. A lot of people seem to think Andvari would work, so I'd end up switching to this line here with Andvari. Pretty much exactly the same, just Andvari instead of Corvus. But it's, you know, it's like, and I also tried Iris with Albus and sometimes with Biscuit. Like, Biscuit seems to work a bit better. But despite my best efforts, I got so close so many times. The same result. Almost kills Alvanor, but we end up timing out. So I go back to experimenting, trying some different things. I eventually try Galahad, which is the hero I probably should have tried from the very beginning, because Galahad actually has pretty good DPS, and he also does pure damage. He actually has good synergy with Albus, and you end up having much better results, and I really wish I used him much earlier, because it probably would have saved me hours of time. What you're watching right here is literally just my second try with this line. Like, I mean, we used, now, pretty much same thing we had all over on Galahad. We have Biscuit on Iris, because Biscuit stopped. But look at this, like, you're seeing Galahad really just beating him. We got it done in like a minute 20. Just absolute dominance. Like I said, so I should have used Galahad a lot sooner. Yeah, so there you have it. Like, that's how I end up solving it. That's how I recommend it. Like, a lot of people recommend Andvari, but I think Galahad's actually a much stronger pick. And this is the line. Galahad with Oliver, Isaac with Mara, Lara with Vex, Aiden with Merlin, Iris with Biscuit. This one proved to be a really important change. Like, it just, Biscuit being able to slow down Alvanor's healing was actually really important. And then Albus as the main pet. Like, this was easily the best line. Like, it wasn't even close. Andvari, Corvus, like, they just could not get it done nearly as quickly as Galahad. Galahad literally dominated. Was much quicker. This is the line I absolutely recommend. I really wish I used Galahad sooner, because I probably could have posted this video a lot sooner had I tried Galahad sooner. Anyway, once you get to 160 boss, the enemies change, so I'll probably have more follow-up videos for that one. But also, before you really start getting into the bosses, though, like, because eventually once you get the high bosses, you will have to do the justice buffs, and I did do a video about, like, other things you should be doing before you start getting the fights, and that is upgrading these artifacts. I did a full video about the workshop, which you can find down below. And as always, thank you for watching.